What is up, guys, and welcome to Resort Originals. We are back again with another video, and we're going to be talking about our dream team for Pokemon Masters, so let's get into it. So from this list that I will be choosing from, we're going to be getting gym trainers, we're going to be getting rivals, and it seems like we'll also be getting professors that can team up with you for Pokemon Masters. So those will be from the selection pile that we'll be choosing from. So the first one that I'm going to start out with is Volkner. And Volkner, he's from the Sinnoh region. He's the 8th gym leader that you go against, and he is just a really great designed character. He has awesome different electric type Pokemon with great moves, and I think my connection from the anime to him is that Ash made him to be that amazing gym trainer or gym leader that he currently is, even though he had a little bit of rough stint from not exactly wanting to battle or just kind of giving badges away, where Ash kind of invigorated him to be able to be that great gym trainer again. Now, another thing that's pretty cool with him is that he was a rival with the Elite Four trainer Flint, and I think just kind of getting that experience where it's always been high level battles with him and just always being like that top-notch gym leader just makes me really interested to use him, and I just am a big fan of his character design, which leads me to wanting him at number 10. Coming in at number 9 on this list is Brawley from the Hoenn region. Now, Brawley, he's just a fun character. I feel like I relate to him personally, and just kind of seeing the same kind of personality that resides within Brawley and me just kind of makes me feel like if I were to be a gym leader in the Pokemon game, I might be pretty close to Brawley. He's just a fun guy, likes to lift weights, he's really active with his Pokemon, lives on an island. I mean, there really isn't much more that I could ask for if I were to be living in the Pokemon world, so definitely relating to Brawley is something that I would definitely love to see when Pokemon Masters makes it to the mobile devices. Hugh is just such a great rival because he's one of the old school rivals they brought to within the newer era of the Pokemon games of Black and White version. So with his character, just really inclined to make me want to beat him again, just like how I felt the same experience with Blue or Gary, and then with Silver in Pokemon Gold and Silver. And just that kind of a vibe makes me really want to continue my fandom for those types of rivals, so getting a chance to actually add them onto my Pokemon Masters team sounds like a really fun thing to be able to include within me playing these games, so that's why he is number 8 on this list. Coming in at number 7 is Lance, and Lance is just such a badass trainer. He's always been like really high up as far as just everyone knows who Lance is. Everyone can relate to him, everyone sees him in tons of different promotional things when it comes to Pokemon, and he's just never really kept out of the loop. He's always in there and being able to use within the marketing team for Pokemon. I mean, you just kind of see Lance everywhere, and that's just because he's just an iconic character, and he has so many cool things that comes with him as far as using him within the story of Gold and Silver and Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and he was even in the original games as an Elite Four member, and then eventually became that champion. So you see the progression between that character that you don't necessarily see with every Pokemon game. Normally they're in that game and then you never see them again. So I love seeing the continuation with characters, and you kind of see them build themselves over a certain period of time. And just being the first dragon trainer is just something that's super cool. And I mean, he's a dragon trainer. Everybody likes dragon type Pokemon except for, I guess, the fairy lovers now. But I mean, he's just a great addition to the Pokemon franchise, and the fact that I could add him to my Pokemon Masters team is going to be something that I'll definitely look forward to, and that's why he's number 7 on this list. I always saw Bruno as just being that one character that could always push me to be better than what I already am. You just always look forward to go against Bruno, and I feel like he's a very iconic figure for an Elite Four member. We only really get to see him once, but I remember in an episode of the anime where it just kind of showed his grit and determination to be great, and that just makes me want to be great as well. And I just absolutely love the design of the character, and I just think he's just a fun character to be able to add to your team, where he's just going to be this badass dude that's not going to want to take on any easy challenge, and I look forward to taking on the challenge with Bruno. Next on the list is a brand new trainer that we ended up getting within the Galar region, and that is Nessa, because Nessa is bae. That design is just absolutely flawless. It's not only just like an attractive character, but just the way that they included every single aspect where it all flows well within being a water gym trainer, or I guess water gym master or water gym leader, whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what they're calling it yet in the Sword and Shield games, but I mean, she is just an amazing character that I'm a really big fan of as far as the design aesthetics goes. I think this is going to be a character that a lot of people are going to be enjoying for a very long time, so I guarantee that we'll probably be seeing a little bit more of Nessa in future games. But as far as making its debut within Pokemon Masters, that is going to be someone that I'm going to want to attach to my team right away. Coming in at number 4 is Lieutenant Surge. Now, Lieutenant Surge, he is the character that is all about the lore of Pokemon, where you start to do speculation and you do theories around him because he was part of the Pokemon War, and it's really an interesting concept that a lot of people have always wanted to divulge deeper into within the Pokemon fandom that we've never really gotten, and we're just really kind of we really want it. We want to see an anime or some kind of a video game that's surrounding the Pokemon War, and I think that's something that Pokemon could eventually do in the future and really tie everything together with Lieutenant Surge as the main character. I think that'd be a great addition to the Pokemon franchise, and it's Lieutenant Surge. He's just a badass trainer. He's the Army veteran. That was one place that I always went to whenever I had a tough time with the gym as far as trying to figure out how to beat the puzzle. The puzzle was so difficult for me at 5 years old. I never understood it. And then me at 25 years old, I'm like, oh, how did I not figure this out earlier? This is super easy. But it's just more of the nostalgia of having Lieutenant Surge on your team from the original Kanto region, and it just makes me excited to add him to my team, especially with his Raichu, and me being the Raichu, I guess, more Alolan Raichu fan. But I mean, hey, it's Raichu. I'm more than happy to be able to bring that onto my team as well. So I look forward to adding Lieutenant Surge at number 4. And here we are at number 3, where we are going to be adding another female to my most excited list to be able to add to my team for Pokemon Masters, and that is Jasmine. Jasmine is just a fantastic character that we got to be introduced to within the Johto region, and it's amazing Steelix Pokemon. I just love the Steel brand of Pokemon, where that's when it was introduced within the Johto region, and bringing that new evolution within Steelix and seeing Scizor and all those different new Steel type Pokemon just made me really excited to be able to add a Steel type Pokemon to my team. So the fact that we could add Jasmine, which is a fantastic design, we get to see her throughout a couple different iterations of the Pokemon main series video games, and I'm just a really big fan of her character. I always look forward to seeing Ash's little tiny Cyndaquil just bring a full-on flamethrower on Jasmine's Steelix, and it was just a fun episode to watch, and Jasmine is just a character that I feel like I connect with, and if I were in the Pokemon world, I might want to spend a little bit of extra time with her, if you guys know what I mean. But Jasmine, she is a great character, and I would be more than happy to add her to my Pokemon Masters team in Pokemon Masters. That makes sense. Coming in at number 2, we are going to be staying within the Johto region. If you can't tell, I'm a big fan of the Johto region, and we are going to be having Gold to be our number 2 character that I want to have with me in Pokemon Masters. The Gold character that I remember just had a great journey. I just absolutely loved those games, being able to go all the way through Johto and then going all the way through Kanto and then taking on Silver at the top peak of a mountain of Mount Silver. It was just a great overall story, and the fact that I got to be Gold for it, and that was my first full-on playthrough that I completed within the Pokemon games with Yellow version. I don't really remember too much after I got to like the 5th or 6th gym. I mean, I was 5 years old. I didn't really know how to advance through the game that much, but Silver was the game that I played a ton of, and being able to have the main protagonist of Gold to be on my team is something that I definitely look forward to within the next games, or I guess within Pokemon Masters. And finally, at number 1, my favorite rival in all of Pokemon, and that is Silver. Silver has such a great story behind him, where we see the relation between him and Giovanni, and he was just that punk trainer that we had to deal with, kind of like Blue, but I feel like they kind of pushed it a little bit further, where this guy was more of an asshole than a dick, kind of like what Blue was, where if you guys can kind of tell the difference, where I mean, Silver literally stole a Pokemon from the freaking laboratory. I mean, you can't get much worse than that, where he was basically a baby little Team Rocket player without really being a part of Team Rocket, but that's where he grew up with, so that's kind of what he knew. So as we saw the story progress with him, I think it just showed how good of a character this is, and I would love to see him in future games because I feel like he has a lot of potential to keep having his story go on, and just that character, he's such a great character, and that's just something that I want to have a part of my team, and maybe I can turn him officially good. But there's just so many different theories and speculations with Silver. He's just all over the place, and I think there's a good reason why, because we are attached to this character and we want to see him, and we want to see him more. So I'm definitely having him at number 1 on my list because he's my favorite rival, and to put my rival on my own team to have us pair up together, can't get much better than that. So that's why he is number 1. So let me know what your guys' list in the comments section below. There's tons of different characters that we can choose from gym leaders to rivals to Elite Four trainers to champions, and then even professors, and then maybe even battle frontiers. So there's so many different characters that we will eventually get within this game. I just hope this game is going to be absolutely amazing. I'm really looking forward to seeing what this mobile game has to offer, and I hope you guys are as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and don't forget to have yourself a damn good one.
Hey trainers, Ash Ketchum here to thank you for watching the Poke Resort. Become a Pokemon Master by subscribing to Austin's channel. Don't forget to see his other recent videos so you can watch them all. Pikachu and I have surfing lessons with Austin's Alolan Raichu, so we'll catch you later. Ha!